back. Monday is Veterans Day, and there's a new movement trying to get Americans to go beyond giving thanks on this holiday. And joining me now to talk about a national moment of veteran connection is retired NFL quarterback Alex Smith, also Major General Bob Liberta. Good morning to both of you. Thank you both for joining us.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so first I just want to talk about this interesting connection that you two have. I mean, I love this story and this journey of how you two came together. And so first, Alex, tell us about your journey. You were with the Commanders and you had an injury, and tell us about what happened.
Yeah, listen, I didn't serve. I was playing a game, lucky enough to play football for a long time, and I had a severe leg injury and bad infection after it, and almost lost my leg and almost lost my life. And for a long time, my prognosis was not very good. And there were no examples for me to look to in the sports world of anybody that had gone through something like this. And the only seeds of hope that I had were from the military and our servicemen and women who had gone through similar injuries and had gone back to elite service. And it was all part of this amazing rehabilitation clinic called the Center for the Intrepid, which was the top limb rehabilitation place in the world. And I was lucky enough as a civilian to get access and go down there and rehab over a couple of years. And listen, it changed my life to get to be alongside our servicemen and women, to get to witness that kind of courage and resiliency and kind of shared struggle as we tried to come back and regain our life. Again, it's the first place I said out loud that I wanted to play football again. There's no way I step on a field 2 years later if it wasn't for those people down there and how special a place that is. And again, that kind of shared connection, when I needed it most, that the military stepped up and allowed me access and made a connection with me. And for me to be on this side of the injury now, and I'm so thankful and grateful for it. And I know what it meant to me, and really about kind of flipping that around here with Veterans Day. And I know the feeling as a civilian that we don't know what to do sometimes. We don't know what to say. And we fall back to thank you. And this is about doing more than that you can do more. You can have a conversation. You can ask them questions. You can go out and take the initiative to make a connection with our veterans in our communities as they come back from service, right? And as we welcome them back into our communities. And again, it can be simple things, a cup of coffee, a real conversation, connection, a meal. That you can do more and that we need to do more. And so really about kind of kickstarting this and celebrating our Veterans Day this Monday.
It definitely does go a long way. Major General Liberta, tell us about this initiative. I mean, again, that is life-changing when you have an injury and you're dealing, especially when you're serving for the nation. You give everything that you have and you get injured along the way. But tell us about, of course, we always give thanks for Veterans Day and we appreciate them, but having that special connection, learning people's stories and their journeys, how important is that?
Well, it's critically important because, in fact, Alex and I were talking about the transition he made from the NFL back into civilian community. It's very similar for military personnel. Remember, that's all many of us have known. I served for 38 years, and when you actually are disconnected from something you've been a part of for that long a period of time, it's a very difficult journey. For many of us. Now, I will tell you that there's 17 million of us that are out there in this community, in this great nation that have served our nation as veterans. And most of us are thriving and most of us are doing really well. And the reason for that is because people like Alex have paid it forward. They're actually reaching out, bringing us into the communities and helping us feel as though we're part of the community and that we're valued in that community. And it's, again, very easy. You can reach out, do a meal, have some coffee, get to know them in that way. Go to a VFW post and just hang out with veterans and see what they're all about. Better yet, why don't we hire our veterans and bring them into the businesses and into those organizations that we're trying to start and trying to actually have some great business practices with, because I'm telling you, our veterans will bring more to your organization than what you're going to be bringing to them. So anything that we can do by actually taking action, put it behind the thank you. The thank you is wonderful. We appreciate it very much, but let's take some action to make sure that our military members feel valued and connected to the community they served and have sacrificed for all their lives.
I absolutely love this movement. And again, it goes a long way, especially when we talk about, just some of the issues that surround it with suicide and that type of thing. Feeling that connection and making that connection goes a very long way. And for those who just want some more information of what they can do, taking that first step of even approaching a veteran and learning their story, what can they do?
Well, there's a couple of things. USAA.com/Veterans Day has everything from a USAA perspective on what we might be able to do. And you brought up suicide. And so, as I said, 17 million of us are thriving, but some of us were struggling. And that initiative was started in 2023. We have 250 organizations that are part of that now, and we are paying it forward. 5,000 veterans have taken advantage of the services, and we've actually turned it around for them. We've actually have 300 new mental health clinicians that are actually helping our veterans to get back on the steps so they can thrive, they can achieve, and they can actually come back to our communities. And if you want to get involved with that, a donation, $1 donation will be matched by USAA this entire month of November, all the way up to $1 million. So you can either connect with a member in that other way, or you can actually make a donation to Face the Fight and really help a veteran and their family in that way too.
Incredible initiative. I love what you both are doing. Thank you for taking the time to come in and share your story. And again, keep that in mind on this Veterans Day for sure. Thank you both. We'll be right back after this.